This is the Vsb TV 11 News for Tuesday, May 20th. I'm Peter Cattell. Our top story: within 12 hours of Craig Cannonier's resignation from the post of Premier of Bermuda, his deputy, Michael Dunkley, had been sworn in as the new Premier and was calling on his team to become focused once again on the economic and social issues at hand. Mr. Dunkley began by praising the former Premier.
I am truly humbled by the responsibility that I have now been given. Let me first take this opportunity to thank former Premier Craig Cannonier. We worked together in opposition, and as his deputy, I'm certainly grateful for the opportunity that he gave me to serve in Cabinet. I have always enjoyed his support as a minister, and it cannot be forgotten that he led our party to a significant victory at the polls. I wish to thank him and Antoinette for all that they have done for Bermuda and the people of Bermuda, and I look forward to working with him when he returns from vacation. The foundation for Bermuda's recovery has been set in the last 17 months by the team of men and women who work hard every day to do what is best for Bermuda. Now I have this honor to lead that team on our mission, and it remains the same. We must renew the promise of this country. We must create jobs for people. We must educate our children. And we must keep Bermuda safe. These are the expectations of the people, and we must not only meet, but we must exceed these expectations each and every day. I am committed to working hard and finding solutions to our people and delivering on the promises that we've made to the people of this country. We are the government of Bermuda, and all of us means that we have to work to put country first. My family have always supported me in public service, and indeed I remain grateful today for their support as I assume the office of Premier. I also wish to thank all of my parliamentary colleagues for your vote of confidence in me as your leader, and I look forward to meeting with you individually in the days ahead so that we can review the challenges we have. I also look forward to meeting with the wider membership in the coming weeks to learn their concern so we can get together and work on behalf of the people of Bermuda. Needless to say, the last couple of weeks have been testing at times, and to the people of Bermuda it may have seemed that we lost our focus. Well, politics can be like that sometimes. However, let me take this opportunity right now to assure the people of Bermuda that this country of theirs has a government that has an unwavering commitment in improving the lives and the economy of our people. Success will come to Bermuda, and we will work at it every day. Thank you for your prayers and your well wishes. And now, colleagues, it's time to get to work.
During questions, Mr. Dunkley said he would be keeping his cabinet and Senate intact and would not be firing Sean Crockwell and Mark Pettingill for their role in Jetgate. He revealed that the inquiry into the Jetgate affair would continue and that Chairman Thad Hollis would be making a statement in due course about what they had found. After informing the governor late last night that he was resigning the premiership, Craig Cannonier issued a video recording of his last comments, from which we have excerpted the following.
This controversy has called into question my integrity and my leadership, the confidence of my colleagues, and the support of my party, threatening the good work of the government going forward. Let me first say nothing illegal was done, but I accept there was a failure over time to be completely transparent. This is a fundamental component of good governance and a core principle upon which the One Bermuda Alliance was founded. As a result, and after days of close counsel with my colleagues, more importantly, my family, I have decided to resign my position as Premier of Bermuda and have advised the Governor of my decision. In so doing, I am asking you, as a community, to agree with me and support my deputy, the Honorable Michael Dunkley, who will serve as acting Premier. I will remain a One Bermuda Alliance Member of Parliament in order to support the good work the government is doing and to continue the initiatives I have put in place and to serve my constituents and the country in whatever way I can. This is the best way forward for Bermuda. I want you to know that everything I have done in my public life was done solely with the intention of moving Bermuda forward as rapidly as possible. I want success for our country and your government, and I am very disappointed with the way things have turned out. In saying that, I want to make one thing completely clear. No cabinet colleagues have done anything wrong in this or any other matter. As the leader, I accept responsibility.
Responding to the resignation, Opposition leader Mark Bean said last night that while the action of Mr. Cannonier was wholly appropriate, Ministers Sean Crockwell and Attorney General Mark Pettingill shared responsibility with the, quote, disgraced Premier, end quote, and should do the honourable thing and resign. Mr. Bean went on to say that the Cabinet shared in the former Premier's culpability in one of the most disgraceful episodes of Bermuda's political history and must be held accountable. He called last night's events just another example of deception and cowardice on the part of the OBA and a continued pattern of rejecting the principles of transparency and accountability. What the residents of Quarry Hill Road, Warwick, have feared might happen during the past 40 years of industrial encroachment on their residential land finally happened this morning. Shortly after 11 a.m., a large explosion shattered the peace and quiet of the South Shore neighborhood. The explosion was followed by a towering column of smoke and flame that appeared to come from a collection of containers that were on the ground outside the wire fence of an industrial complex believed to be owned by Eddie Roque. No one was hurt by the blaze, but a number of terrified horses had to be quietened down. 2 fire appliances extinguished the flames, and an investigation has been ordered. A 40-year-old Sands man appeared in magistrate's court this morning on charges of racially harassing and causing grievous bodily harm to the president of the Filipino Association. Desai Jones, who is a father of 7 and a freelance videographer, pleaded not guilty to the charges. The court heard that on May 13th, Jones allegedly began making derogatory racial remarks towards Jobs Prevendido and then proceeded to allegedly punch him so hard that he wound up with a broken jaw. Senior Magistrate Archibald Warner released Jones on $2,000 bail and ordered him to report to the Somerset Police Station every Monday. He will return to court in August for his trial. So overwhelming was the response to the Bermuda Hospital Board's plea for blood donors that they are now adequately stocked. Hence, the hospital are asking potential donors to contact them later this month in order that they might keep their supplies stocked to meet the needs of patients. A blood center spokesperson expressed thanks to the public for their support by responding to the appeal. The past few days have been stressful for a number of people, and that includes the journalists who have been required to give up their weekends and evenings to be on call to cover the historic happenings occurring around the so-called Jetgate affair. On occasions, as we have referred to, the competition to get the best interviews has led to clashes between members of the media and the politicians, and even among themselves. Now that the fog of war has cleared, Vsb News can appreciate how its criticisms will have upset some of the participants and have done little to maintain the traditional brotherhood of the press. For that reason, we would like to apologize and offer the hope that the courtesies usually afforded fellow journalists can resume as soon as possible. The community deserves nothing less. Still ahead on the TV 11 News is Che with the weather preview.
Hey, thanks, Peter. Let's take a look at the Doppler radar. Well, as you can see, there is some moisture in the area, possible some rain. But will it be nice weather for May 24th? I hope so. I'll have more coming up later.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb TV 11.
It's barbecue time. Purdue Fresh Value Pack chicken thighs, only $1.99 per pound. Imported Haitian mangoes, just $2.99 each, saving you $1. Save 60 cents on all varieties of Hunt's barbecue sauce, only $1.89 for an 18-ounce bottle. Dozen large imported brown or white eggs, just $2.89. All varieties of Wise potato chips, only $1.49 for a 3.75-ounce bag. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more weekly specials.
Copyfax is Bermuda's authorized Samsung dealer. See a large range of Samsung color and black and white multifunctional machines, printers, scanners, faxes, and copiers, and all net workable. Copyfax has Samsung machines suitable for home, office, or any size business in an A4 format, taking up less room than other similar equipment. And replacement supplies are in stock for all of their Samsung products. Affordable shopping at Copyfax Limited, where service comes first.
Noah's Ark Feed and Supply at Marsh Lane, Devonshire, with the best selection of pet supplies in Bermuda. Tropical fish enthusiasts will find everything for building the perfect aquarium, large or small. Noah's Ark can feed your pets with quality brand name foods, as well as providing them with nutritional supplements and grooming supplies to keep them looking and feeling their best. Don't forget playtime. Your dogs, cats, birds, and other family favorites will love the toys and activity items too. Noah's Ark Feed and Supply, #1 on every animal lover's list, open till 6 nightly.
The hours got reduced at work, so I figured, well, I've got reduced hours. Let me go and sign up at the Bermuda College and try a course in computers. And I did Mr. DeShield's class for Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. It gave me so much confidence. I just think that the Bermuda College has so much to offer everybody.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me. Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me. Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is all of us. Happy Heritage Month from Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
In an unusual move, it was the Shadow Minister for Immigration and External Affairs, Walton Brown, rather than Home Affairs Minister Michael Fay, who today announced that with effect from June the 4th, Bermuda passport holders and other overseas territories' passport holders will be able to travel throughout the Schengen area of Europe without the need for a visa. Mr. Brown reminded the public that he had begun lobbying in 2009, and it had taken until November 2012 before the EU would agree in principle to include the British overseas territories on its visa-free list. It was not until November 2013 that the formal document was prepared. Final ratification has now been effected, and as a result, Bermuda passport holders have regained the right to travel throughout the European Union, a right they had until the UK misinformed the EU that BOTCs did not have the right of abode in the UK. The Bermuda Hospitals Trust has received a gift of $275,000 to the Why It Matters campaign. The funds were donated by Oil Group of Companies, which will help boost the campaign closer to its goal of $40 million in support of the new acute care wing, scheduled to open in September. Oil President Robert Stouffer says the people of Bermuda deserve a world-class health facility and exhorted businesses and individuals alike to help to make the facility a reality. The Bermuda School of Music will be offering its 11th annual Guitar Festival at the end of the month, again at the Wesley Methodist Church in Hamilton. In addition to concerts over the 4 days, the major highlight is the presence of famed jazz guitarist Jody Fisher, who will offer classes as well as concerts. Organizer Steve Crawford talks to Vsb News' Brian Darby about the event.
Last year was our 10th anniversary, so we did bring some extra artists in to beef things up a bit. This year we've scaled back a little bit, but we have a great jazz guitarist coming this year, Jody Fisher, who's a professor of the California University there, and he's going to do 3 days of teaching workshop, jazz workshop, which has a few spaces left. It's $150 for the 3 days, and you get a free concert ticket, an additional concert ticket on Saturday night to his concert. We have returning from last year Matt Palmer, who's our classical artist, who will give a concert on Saturday night. I'll be playing the first half and Matt will be playing the second half. On the Saturday, my colleague Jeremiah Smith will play the first half of the concert, and Jody Fisher will play the second part, which is Solo jazz guitar, mainly he'll be playing standards from jazz standard songbooks, and also his own compositions within that. And if you go online or check out YouTube, Jodie's got some great lessons on there that are free to anyone who plays guitar. I'm sure they'll get a lot out of those, because when I checked them out, I was like, wow, I got to look at these again in detail.
And the interest in guitar instruction and playing goes on?
Yeah, well, we've all got full studios at the Bermuda School of Music, where I've been for, well, nearly 20 years now. So time goes by. This is our 11th Guitar Festival, and we're very proud of that, and we keep trying to put it on every year, and it's food for the community, and we feel as if, you know, it's another cultural event that highlights Bermuda.
Now, here are the daily markets, presented by Bias.
Global stock indices were lower today after weaker than expected earnings, while the dollar fell for a fifth day against the yen. U.S. indices retreated as retailers posted worse than estimated results and smaller companies slid. The Nasdaq index fell 0.7% to 4,097. Toronto Stock Exchange advanced 0.07%. Ascendant Group retreated 4.32% to $7.75 with 37,400 shares trading hands. The F&M closed unchanged on the day at $18. XL Group rose 0.19% to $32.29. European indices retreated today. The German DAX index slid 0.21% to 9,639 at the close in Frankfurt. The FTSE 100 declined 0.62% as investors weighed corporate earnings from Marks & Spencer's Group to Vodafone Group. Pacific Rim indices advanced on the day. The Hang Seng index rose 0.57% to 22,835. The Nikkei 225 climbed 0.49% to 14,075. Latin American indices were mixed on the day. Brazil's Vsb decreased 1.65% after the price of iron ore metals dropped. The Mexican Bolsa declined 0.25% to 41,737. U.S. Treasuries rose with 10-year note yields trading at an almost 6-month low as investors await the release of the Federal Reserve minutes tomorrow. The U.S. 10-year yield dropped 3 basis points to 2.51%. The Japanese yen continues to strengthen versus the U.S. dollar as the U.S. Treasury yields decline on reduced risk appetite, dampening demand for the U.S. assets. The U.S. dollar strengthened versus the Canadian dollar by 0.23%. And that was a look at the daily markets brought to you by Bias.
Finding great deals in Bermuda has never been easier.
Hey, wow, you're looking sharp today.
Thanks. With all the money I've saved shopping here, I bought myself a new suit and a new car.
Phoenix Center's basement carries a wide range of items for household and kitchen.
Hang on, where did you park that car?
Well, funny you should mention that.
Don't tell me, don't tell me.
Barbecue grills and accessories, small appliances, bedding sets, camping gear, school supplies, tools, a huge variety of stationery, and so much more.
Is it time to knock off yet? This price driving me crazy.
All from selected vendors and manufacturers who supply only the highest quality merchandise. These are the name companies that you've come to know and trust and return to again and again. And we're always looking to source even more affordable products to offer you, our customers. Come see us today. We're located in the basement of the Phoenix Center on Reed Street.
Save $4 on imported seedless watermelons, just $10.99 each. Certified Angus beef top sirloin steak, only $8.99 per pound. All varieties of Breyer's ice cream, just $7.89 for a 48-ounce tub. Clean up this holiday with Bounty napkins, only $4.89 for a package of 200. All varieties of Yoplait yogurt, just $1.09 for a 6-ounce tub. Have a safe and happy Bermuda Day holiday from the marketplace.
Bermuda Cablevision invites you to attend an inspiring concert called To Bermuda with Love. This uniquely Bermudian family event will be held at the National Sports Center on Sunday, May 25th at 5:30 p.m. The concert will benefit Cablevision's Open Hands Loving Hearts Food Drive, which collects and distributes food to charities across Bermuda who are running feeding programs for the needy. Start celebrating Bermuda Day early with performances by some of Bermuda's most talented entertainers, including gospel artists, children's groups, choirs, jazz musicians, and more. There is no monetary admission fee. However, you are asked to bring 3 non-perishable food items per person to donate to the Open Hands Loving Hearts Food Drive. Everyone is invited to come out and enjoy this one-of-a-kind family evening, which will inspire and uplift you while you help a very worthy cause. See you on May 25th.
Season 2 Taste is next.
Season to Taste with Peter Javetic, an exclusive presentation of Lindo's Group of Companies.
Hi, I'm Peter Javetic, host of Season to Taste. We're here at the beautiful Bermuda Gas showrooms on Serpentine Road, and I have good old friend Norma Cross here from Outerbridge's Sherry Peppers. Norma, what have you got for us tonight?
We have a Outerbridge's Anytime barbecued ribs, barbecued pork.
Anytime.
Any time of the year. That's what makes it so wonderful.
That's my favorite time, is anytime. Good, excellent.
And to commence, we have our Righteous Barbecue Rib Rub, which we're going with some garlic, granulated garlic powder that we're going to kind of pat on there. And this goes in a pan.
Okay.
Both
and
sides.
A little bit more on the top. Yeah,
yep.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to help Norma out. Norma's doing a Hasselback potato with this dish. Good old Swedish dish. So you cut not all the way through, just half the way through. So try not to cut your fingers. Nice sharp knife. Just half the way through. And we're going to sort of pop that on and bake that. Normally that'll take about 40 minutes or so. We're going to do this nice and quickly. Spin this. This has got a bit of sear on it, so we're going to just flop that around there a little bit. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'll pop these right onto the tray.
Yes.
I'll pop the pork chops right in there. And the potato, let me pass those over to you.
Thank you.
Because that way I don't have to play with your food.
Stir it around a little bit.
Okay.
So that it's nicely coated.
Wonderful. Now you've prepared one a little earlier that we will bring out and show the general public. This is a little something she prepared earlier. And there we go.
In addition to serving it, for plating it, one of these represents the mild barbecue sauce, and the other one is the devilishly hot barbecue sauce. So you can dip in anything either way that you wish.
Served with the Hasselback potato, a little bit of sour cream, and the pork chops with the wonderful Outerbridge's barbecue sauce. Until next time.
Until next time.
Season to Taste with Peter Javetic is an exclusive presentation of Lindo's Group of Companies, featuring Gosling's Wine of the Week, a Vsb Tv 11 production recorded on location at the Bermuda Gas showrooms.
The Wine of the Week is presented by Gosling's.
Welcome to the Gosling's Wine of the Week. I'm here with Simon Carruthers. Simon, Norma has prepared this barbecued pork dish. What have you prepared with that tonight?
Yeah, it looks wonderful, doesn't it, Peter? So beautiful Washington State again. We've got the 14 hands. So this is the hot to trot red blend. This is a little bit of blend Cabernet, a little bit of majority Merlot, a little bit of Syrah, and a tiny bit of Petit Verdot. So it's going to really open up those porky flavours and then hopefully enhance all that beautiful barbecue Outerbridge's rub on there.
Sounds
Shall
good.
we try?
Let's try it.
Cheers. And again, you see all those beautiful flavours that are really going to accentuate all those beautiful rub flavours in that pork.
That's lovely. That's going to work nicely. Until next time.
The retail price is $19.25 and is available at Lindo's and Gosling stores.
The Wine of the Week was presented by Gosling's.
Bermuda Gas is proud to be the authorized distributor of KitchenAid products in Bermuda. Every product that carries the KitchenAid name is guaranteed to be strong, reliable, versatile, and backed by 90 years of quality and excellence. KitchenAid believes that preparing meals together is one of life's greatest pleasures, so they craft their products to enhance this experience. No one knows the kitchen like KitchenAid, and no one in Bermuda knows KitchenAid like Bermuda Gas.
Bermuda Gas, the clear choice. Visit us at 25 Serpentine Road or online at bermudagas.bm.
People and Places with Charles Webb. Mondays in the VSB TV 11 Evening News at 7:30, 8:30 and midnight. Sponsored by Big Saving Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
We at VSB know on May 26th you're going to be busy staking out your parade spot. It is tradition after all. Well, here's a new tradition. While you're waiting for the parade to start, watch the Appleby Bermuda Half Marathon on your mobile device. VSB is proud to give you live coverage for the first time available straight from our website. Just go to www.vsb.bm on your phone, tablet, or computer and watch it all unfold with live audio commentary from the VSB race announcers. See you at the race, Monday, May 26th.
Well, the weather is heating up. The summer looks like it's on its way, and you guys know what that means.
It's showcase time!
That's right. I'm Jay Barker.
I'm Jamila. I'm Jayshree.
And this is your weather. Let's take a look at our weather shots for today. Our first shot was taken by Tamara Bradley over Sunrise in St. George. And this is just a lovely shot, and you can see the red sky over in the distance. It's supposed to be sailor's warning, so hopefully the weather won't be that bad tonight. But it turned into what was just a lovely day. Great day if you could get out on the water or just be around outside. Our second shot is, I've been told this is Lee Ann Perry at 1 p.m. over Warwick. Now, the atmospheric conditions actually lead to this. This is called the ring around the sun, which is much preferable to the ring around the collar or the ring around the bathtub. You can see the prism effect, the kind of rainbow off there in the distance. Just a really amazing shot. Something you don't get to see all that often. Our highs and lows for today, well, we saw 74 degrees was our high temperature at 11:30 a.m. Our low temperature, 5 a.m. this morning, 67 degrees. Currently, we're looking at 70 degrees, humidity 65%, winds out of the north-northwest at 10 knots, and the barometric pressure is falling at 30.09 inches. Rainfall index for May, well, it has been drier than English comedy right now. 1.3 inches for the month brings our total to 22.33 inches. The normal, though, you can see, we're still a little bit up of 20.48 inches, but I'll be honest, I could definitely use with some rain right about now. Take a look at the satellite map. Well, a trough has brought showers to the area, and one or two may pass overhead in the evening hours. High pressure will then kind of build in with fair conditions, although winds will increase late on Thursday night as a low develops off to our north. Moderate to strong winds will persist in the start of the weekend, with a few showers arriving on Saturday. In the gateway cities, it'll be 86 and mostly sunny in Atlanta, 68 and mostly cloudy in Boston. Mostly sunny and 88 in Charlotte. London, partly cloudy and 68 degrees. Miami, partly cloudy and 86. New York, cloudy and 75. Orlando, partly cloudy and 88. Philadelphia, possible rain and 78. Toronto, heavy rain and 61. And Washington, thunderstorms and 81. Well, you got on a little early, but why don't you tell us what our low temperature is going to be for tonight?
Our low temperature is near 67.
Thank you very much. Winds out of the north at 5 to 10 knots, and winds moving out to later into the northwest at 8 to 12 knots. For tomorrow, we're looking at a high temperature of, why don't you tell me what we're going to see for tomorrow?
We are going to see a high of 74.
That way, you got it. Thank you very much. Winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 knots, and then moving out of the west-southwest overnight. For mariners tonight, there is a thunderstorm advisory in effect. Seas inside the reef 1 foot, seas outside the reef 3 to 6 feet, and your sea temperature 75 degrees, which is great because May 24th is coming. Got to get in that water. For mariners tomorrow, no warnings in effect. Seas inside the reef 1 to 2 feet, seas outside the reef 3 to 5 feet. Low tide at 8:59 a.m. and high tide at 3:05 p.m. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. On Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of around 74. Thursday, mix of sun and clouds, high of around 75. Friday, mix of sun and clouds, possible shower or two overnight, but look at that temperature, high of around 77. Saturday, sunny periods with a few shower easing later, high of around 76. And on Sunday, mostly cloudy, a few morning showers, high of around 74. I'd like to thank the Bermuda Weather Service for all their help. I'd also like to thank my assistants for coming out tonight. Remind everybody they're going to be, you can see them on their In Motion Annual Dance Showcase coming up. ptix.bm if you're looking for tickets. Say goodnight, ladies.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Thanks for tuning in to the TV 11 News. Good night.
Peter Cattell's attire courtesy of A.S. Cooper & Sons Limited. Outfit for Che Barker, provided by Alexander at the English Sports Shop.
Vsb TV 11, Bermuda.